Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Misty Elam, and today I'm going to walk you through how I made this card using this adorable image by Stamping Bella. It's the Uptown Girls, Felicity and Blair Living Life. It took me a while to color these girls, so I'll speed up most of the video and I'll just walk you through which colors I used. So for the skin tone, I used an E000, E21, and E11. It's just a really light skin tone that I like to use most of the time. And then I use a little R20 blended out with some R30 for the cheeks in a bit. So, alright, I'm going to put on some tunes and I'll get back to you for the next color. Alright, so for her dress, I decided to go with RV32, R83, and RV34. These colors blend really well together. So when I color, I do it a little backwards, but I know everybody kind of does their own thing. I go with the lightest color first, then the darkest, then to my medium color, and then back to my lightest color. And I don't think I've ever done pleats before. This was a learning experience, I guess I could say. Actually, I don't even know, did I do them on the final one? Anyway, I'm not, oh, I did do little ones, okay. I am not a great Copic colorer by any means, but I still have fun with it, so. Alright, I'm just going to do some more shading on her dress here. There's a fine line between perfecting your coloring and knowing when to just put the pen down and step away. I still struggle with that fine line every time I color. Alright, and for her belt, I went with, let's see, BG15, BG09, and BG18. There's so many colors you can do for this. This is just, I'm just listing the ones that I chose, but obviously, you know, you're going to substitute whatever you have. And then I took a white gel pen. Well, first I took the colorless blender, I think it's called. Anyway, the 0 pen, and just went over the polka dots on the dress to get the color out, and then I went over it with a white gel pen. I didn't cover the dot in white. I just kind of like covered half of it in white. I don't know, it kind of gave it a cool look. And then for this girl's skirt, I chose V12, V15, and V17. Absolutely love these colors together. And I did my best with the pleats. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing when it comes to these things, so I just did the best I could do. I will say I absolutely love these colors together. This light purple and then the I don't know, teal or aqua color I'm about to put on her sweater or cardigan or whatever it's called. But I never would have thought to put those two colors together, but they work really well together. So I chose them. The pattern paper up at the top was kind of my inspiration. I knew I wanted to pull colors from that paper, so I have my little sheet of colors there that I'd try a bunch of different colors and match it up the best I could to the pattern paper, and then um, pick a couple colors to blend it out with. So that's how I chose my colors. So for the sweater, I chose BG11, BG13, and BG15. And I love even just not only these two colors together, but I just love the way the sweater turned out. I mean, with it kind of light in the middle and dark on the edges, I don't know. I don't color that often, so I was happy with this. I need to color more. I absolutely love to color. It's so relaxing, but yeah, most of my cards I don't really color in. I need to do it more often. I really like that 30-day color challenge that goes around every so often. Kind of makes me color every day. Then for the buttons on the sweater, I just used a silver gel pen that came in a past Simon Says Stamp kit. And for the bottom of the cupcake, I went with E31 and E55. Then for the frosting on the cupcakes, I went with R81, R83, and R85. Then I took the R85 and I just colored in the cute little hearts that were above the cupcakes and down by her ankle, even though I ended up cutting that part off. And then for the champagne in the bottle and in the glasses, I did R11. And then for the glasses themselves, I did B quadruple 0. And then for the label, I did YG61. Just a really nice light green. And then I totally forgot to color the hands, so I hurried up and filled those in really quick, colored those in really quick. And then I wasn't quite sure what to do for the ruffles, so I just did C00 and C0. I don't know, I think it looks alright. It just makes them look white. Alright, and then I used a silver gel pen again for the cap of the bottle, and then I did the platter with YG61. And moving on to the hair. Alright, so for the blonde gal, I did E51, E53, E55. That's for the blonde gal, and I'm really happy with the way it turned out, actually. My hair, I either love it or I hate it. There's really no in between. I learned to do the hair color. I think I did this technique that I learned from Christina Werner, I think, where I lay down the lightest color and it kind of shows me where I want the highlights. And then I go to the medium. So this is where I do the correct way. I don't go from light to dark to medium. I go from lightest and then I go to medium, dark, then back to medium, then back to light. And then I keep repeating it as many times as I need to. Alright, so for the darker hair gal, I did E50, E55, E57, and E59 for my darkest. I don't know. I mean, I have such a hard time with hair. I was pretty happy with these. I was just glad they were savable. You know, when you color this much into it and mess up on the hair, it's not fun. So I was happy with the way it turned out. I'll tell you, a great place to find color combos is Pinterest. Pinterest has tons of hair combos and skin and clothes and you name it, pretty much you can find it on Pinterest. So now I'm just going to make my card base. And the card was a 5x7 and the pattern paper I was using is only 6x6. So I had to do some improvising. So what I think I did a Yeah, I guess I did a layer of white. No, I'm just sizing them. That's right. I'm going to color these, but I was just sizing them to see, try to make them not look like I have two big gaps on the top and the bottom of the paper. So I was in a hurry. My mother was waiting for this card, so instead of going through all my pattern paper and looking for papers that matched the colors of the pattern paper, I just took the pins that I used to color the girls and I just made my own colored paper. It just seemed a much quicker way to do it. I mean, I like the way it turned out too. I was happy with this. I've never done this before. I was a little nervous about doing it this way. But it worked out great because then the colors were all exactly the same. I mean, everything just matched, exactly the same since they were the same colors. So it looks like it just cut, I don't know, an inch by, what would that be, like 4 3/4 maybe? Maybe 4 1/2, just to give it a little extra something. I gotta remember this. I haven't done this since, but I gotta remember to do that if I need colored paper and I can't find it in my stash, just to color your own. Here I'm just deciding how I'm going to cut these girls out, and the best way to do it, I thought, was just to cut the legs off. Probably could have fit them all in there, but it just looked better this way, I thought. And then I just made some more colored paper using, what was that, R83, I believe. Alright, so now I'm just putting on the finishing touches, making sure everything is lined up properly, and just gluing everything together, figuring out where I want everything to go. So as you can see here, I put down that panel there, and then I decided after I put it down that I wanted to pop it up with some fun foam. So I just cut, I used the same oval to cut the fun foam as I did that outer oval, and popped it up a bit. So that's basically my card front, and you'll see here that I'm going to add a sentiment to the bottom, but I end up changing it in the final picture. You will see the black was just too, I don't know, I didn't like the black with the color scheme of the front of the card. I just didn't like the black with it, so I changed it. But I just popped this up on some adhesive foam, and I'm adding on a couple rhinestones. Now, I don't know, I don't even know where I learned this, but somewhere along the lines in the last year since I've been making cards, I learned that you should take that glue dot that comes on the back of the rhinestones, that you should take it off and put your own glue on. So, not sure, maybe the glue dots don't stick very well. I don't know, but I've been doing it ever since I learned that, so I don't even know if that's a thing or not, but that's what I do. I'm adding the Wink of Stella, but it's not going to matter. I ended up embossing it, heat embossing it, and I used the platinum color, which was a nice softer color. I thought went way better with the card. So anyway, that is basically my card. I know this is a long video. It takes me a long time to color, so I apologize for it being so long, but if you like this kind of video, or this video in particular, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos like this of me breaking down how I made my cards, go ahead and click on the subscribe button. Thank you so much. Bye.